All right, welcome to Stumpgrown at DB Nation. Today we're joined by Chibia. Take it away.
Through my skin, clean air flows freely within. Yeah, I'm down in the deep end. I'm down in the deep end. River kisses my warm feet, and lilies dancing around me. Yeah, I'm down in the deep end. I'm down in the deep end over you. Over. Not the winner, but Dale's 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 not the winner.
Beautiful. What a wonderful start. Let's introduce ourselves, if you don't mind. Whoever wants to start, just tell us your name and what you're playing.
I'm Chibia Ulinwa, and I'm playing violin and vocals.
I'm Alex Keller, and I'm playing keys and key bass.
Clay Parkman, playing guitar. Chris Parkman, playing drums.
Oh, I didn't put together that you're brothers. Oh my gosh, okay. That's fun. How do the rest of you know each other?
We're married.
Okay.
They're brothers.
Two duos coming together.
Two duos unite!
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, well, I prepped you a little bit before, but I want to know what your first favorite musical artist was and how, if at all, they're present in your playing today.
Okay, I'll go first. I had a couple of favorites, but if I'm going to go with a true favorite, it would be the Strokes. I have been a Strokes fan for as long as I can remember. And, they're just gritty. They're like, straight up garage band vibe. And I love the grit and grime of it all. And I find that sometimes that's where my voice wants to lead. So
I can see that. Yeah. I feel like it's those like patterns and sounds of a favorite first band can never totally leave you.
It's awesome. I love it.
And do you see much Strokes in the music you're making now, other than those like vocal habits?
I mean, I think, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah.
But I think just the alternative leaning when we get to those moments in the music, which you'll hear in other songs, I think.
Okay, yeah.
It's more present.
I can see that.
You next.
Well, my first favorite artist was In Sync, and that lasted a little bit. I danced to Bye 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 at my great-grandmother's wake, and I never really recovered from that. And then now my favorite band is Steely Dan, and that's kind of been what's stuck for a while. So.
And that, I guess, comes a lot with the like arrangements that we do.
Yeah,
all the Steely Dan stuff.
I do a lot of the band's arrangements.
Okay.
I do a kind of musical director role, and so kind of the chord theory and harmony stuff is like really fun for me.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Yeah,
And you take that a little more from Steely Dan than In Sync.
I think so.
Yeah.
Shit from In Sync for sure.
Oh,
Absolutely. Do you dance at all now? Have you done a performance since? Not anymore. Fair enough. Clay, what about you?
I liked rock and roll. I think my dad took us. Our first concert was Steve Miller Band.
Okay, classic.
So, yeah, that was cool. And then, but I was really into like Jimi Hendrix and AC/DC and just all the rock guitar guys. But then, progressed from there.
Yeah. Did y'all grow up in a musical family? Was there no?
Nope. Nobody. We're the only ones. Yep,
That's funny. What about you, Chris?
The first record I ever bought was Linkin Park, I think.
Right on.
When I was like 7th grade or something.
Yeah, prime time for Linkin Park.
Exactly.
That is true.
Like the first artist I really got into was Sublime.
Okay.
Maybe like Mingus. Our band director showed us Mingus Big Band and it was like blew my mind when I first heard it.
And then do you see any of that in your drumming today?
Yeah, it shows up. But I got really into hip hop too. I think that mostly is what comes out when I play.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of stuff.
That makes sense. Yeah, I was curious how you would describe the genre of your music.
We talk about that a lot, and it's a weird blend of a lot of things. We say that it's alternative R&B,
Okay.
But someone said, your friend, right? He said it's like cosmic R&B, and I was like,
Oh,
I
create a new
subgenre. Yeah, we could be cosmic R&B.
Yeah, I can see that.
Shout out to Charles Wood. Shout out to Chuck Witt.
Yeah, I just met him on Friday, but he's great. Shout out to him.
Gave you a whole new
Yeah,
identity.
Bless him. Thank you, Chuck. Charles? Yeah, bless you, Charles.
And then you said you pull some from Steely Dan. Are there any other artists that you feel like really inspire like this project in particular?
Yes, Laura Mvula. She's iconic. I think Hiatus Coyote, Thundercat. What's his name? Moses Sumney. I love Moses Sumney. What do you think?
I think Anderson Paak.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of like Mad Villain.
Yeah.
Most Def.
We listen to a lot of things, and that's what's really awesome is that we can find a way to blend all of those things together, which is cool.
Yeah, super cool. And yes, totally comes across in your music that there's a lot of like varied influences, but
Yeah.
you're finding a space for them all to coexist. When you're coming up with a new song, like how does that come together for y'all?
I primarily am doing most of the songwriting. So a lot of these songs are songs that I wrote when I was like in my early 20s.
Okay.
And I had a completely different band that I used to do these songs with. And then the pandemic hit and I decided I wanted to retry
my hand at it again with Alex, and there was multiple iterations of this band, and then I finally asked these guys, and then they decided that it was cool to do the thing. So yeah, it's mostly songs that I've written over time, and then I'm like, here you go, and Alex makes it pretty, and we talk about extending all the chords and putting in like breaks and hits together. And
Okay, yeah, super cool. And then you get the lowdown and yep.
yeah, they show up and they do it great.
Yep. And you're doing it perfectly. Awesome. Okay, well, let's talk more after a couple more songs. What's this next song called?
This next song is called Leave It All to Me, and this is actually the first song I think we wrote together. It was on my birthday, actually.
Oh.
And it's also their birthday.
Wait, the three of you share a birthday?
We share a birthday.
Wow. Okay.
It's the best. Best fun fact. Anyway, we wrote it on my birthday, and I was like, oh, Alex, you could make a really cool beat. Just make a beat. And then I really liked it, and so I said, this is mine now. And we made a really cool song together, and it's about not being a pushover.
All right.
Yeah.
Love that.
Leave it all to me. Yourself up, and it's easier it seems that my weakness is to me everybody's needs. So I set it to the side, swallowing my pride, and it brings me to my knees. But even with the signals you send, I'll let you do it all again. So why don't you leave it up to me? Leave it up to me. I'm gonna leave it all to me. Across my mind, looking for some reason why I must always hit your place. Please, I wish to refuse, please don't fulfill me. Yeah. And I found I can't say no out of fear that you'll let me go like you done once before. So I'll let you in to do it all again.
Wondering why I left my heart alone, unsheltered amongst the mud. No, no, 'cause I thought everything was okay. Guess I was wrong. I just thought we was on the same page. Guess I was sadly mistaken. I was wrong for letting my guard down and letting yours in. I just thought we was on the same ground, but I'm sinking through this quicksand while you're standing firm above. I cried out, you turned away to think that I was like this was love. Oh my, it seeks solace too. 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 Oh my heart, it seeks solace too. Oh, maybe it feels like it just needs you. Oh my heart, it seeks solace too. Oh, maybe it feels like it just needs you. Oh my heart, it seeks solace too. Oh, maybe it feels like it just needs you.
Wow. I think I still kind of have chills from that last little chorus there. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to know, did you start with violin? Did you start with voice?
So I started with voice when I was really young, and then bless her, my older sister, and told me, "You're not very good at that." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I stopped singing. Well, I was like a shower singer for a very long time, and then in 4th grade, I picked up the violin. I actually wanted to play viola, but then my other sister told me that I looked like a violinist. So I played violin, and then she played viola the next year. So
so it was all just a ploy so that she could play viola.
yeah. So I did start. I guess violin is my first my first true instrument, but voice is my first love.
Yeah.
And I didn't really start singing again until like my 2nd year of college.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
Dang.
yeah.
So that comment took a while to get over.
It just
Yeah.
right in my gut. But
Nothing like siblings for
yeah,
that.
you know, I have a million siblings. I have 9, and so you kind of just left and right getting bat all the time.
I can't imagine. Yeah. Is your family musical then? It sounds like it.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're all sorts of things. We're musicians, we're artists, we're fashion designers, we're photographers. We are
creative
just,
all over the
we're
place.
We're just creative people. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. And you teach music as well.
Yes,
and you,
I do.
Conduct the orchestra?
Yes, I teach at a middle school. It's a middle school in Vancouver, Washington, and it's just, you know, they're middle schoolers. They're running all over the place, and they're wielding their instruments at the same time and using their bows as swords. And I'm like, stop, please. You know, everything's always on fire. But they are so passionate about music and playing and finding community in music. And that's what I love the most, is teaching the kids, like, yes, you're here to learn how to play an instrument, but you're also here to learn how to be good people and support each other and learn how to make something sound good together.
Yeah, absolutely. Do your students have any idea of your own music?
Yes. Oh my gosh, they're like my biggest fans. They're like, they go up to other kids and they're like, "Have you listened to Colin de Gold? Have you listened to Chibia?" And I was like, "It's Miss Ulinwa to you, okay?" But like, you know, they are like my biggest fans. They're always hooting and tooting my horn for me, and if I could invite them to all my shows, I would. But
love that. And then, okay, I'm also just curious, like, do you ever have moments when you're conducting them or you're working on music with them that makes it into your own music? Like, is that a source of inspiration ever?
I don't know. I mean, I think that doing this and it as an orchestra teacher, like an orchestra director, it's not the typical route for most teachers that wield a stringed instruments. They're usually in an orchestra. And I feel like, at least for me, this is for my students, showing them that there is another way to make music without actually having to be in an ensemble. And I love chamber music. I love being in a pit orchestra. I love being in a big orchestra, but I also love this a lot. And I want them to know that this is another form of self-expression that is not just, you know, playing Bach and Beethoven.
Right. That they can kind of make it what
they can make it what they want to. And I love that I get to be that source of inspiration for them.
That's really cool. Yeah, and I think super important to... I feel like it can be easy to stop playing an instrument if you don't see how you're going to put your own spin on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I like that you brought up the community element too, because I feel like that's what so much of music is about. And I'm curious, all of you, what you feel makes Portland's music community unique or special in any way? Like, if you have a favorite place to play because of that, or another local band that you like playing with?
I think, like, one of my favorite places to play is like any of the Mississippis, like the Mississippi affiliates, Show Bar, Rev Hall, and even, Mississippi Studios, obviously. I just love that they take care of their artists. I love the energy when we go to shows and like the community that the community just supports the music that is happening, and I really love that. I love the way it feels in those spaces because they're intently listening. And I just, I think our music scene here is healthy and supportive, and there's a lot of incredible, amazing artists like Julia Logue. Oh, she's crushing. Amazing. Sarah Clark, Jimmy Harrod. There are just so many really good people in this town that are crushing it, and they're iconic people. I love them. So, yeah. You guys have anything you want to share?
Your favorite venue?
I missed the Doug Fir.
I do miss the Doug
I do
Fir,
miss the Doug
yeah.
Fir.
Doug Fir
Yeah.
was the best.
That
It
was
the
beautiful.
best.
They're moving it somewhere, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like the old montage, the bistro montage when it used to be a. No one knows this fact, but
Yeah.
I think that's what
believe
it
you.
is.
yeah.
I believe me as well. Yeah, that venue was the best. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was a beautiful place. Okay, and then what's coming up for y'all? What's on the horizon?
A couple of things. We have an EP, 2 EPs secretly coming out. Is it a secret? Can I say that it's not a secret?
Not anymore, at least.
Not anymore. Yeah, one of all the covers that we do because we have
cool.
a lot of really awesome covers that Alex has arranged, and we've spiced it up to make it sound like us, which is cool. So we're
I love that.
We're releasing that sometime in September, and then we'll have our second volume of So This Is Love, volume 2, coming out shortly after that. So
Okay,
yeah.
so the covers is not volume 2.
No,
it's
it's its own little
thing.
thing.
Okay, awesome. How many covers?
5 or 6.
Nice.
I don't know. We have a lot of covers because they're cool.
Yeah.
I love a cover that sounds like it's reminiscent of the song, but it's completely different. I think that's the best kind of cover when it's yours. So
Absolutely. I love when you're like hearing a song and you are trying to place it, but you know that you know the song.
you're like, where is it in my memory? You know.
The art of doing a good cover, I think, is super underrated. So then volume 2 will be all originals and like 5 to 7 songs on there as well.
Yeah, all the epics.
Wow.
All the epics. And what's really funny about volume 2 is that we actually recorded that one years ago, like a long time ago, and then we lost all of the stuff on the hard drive, and
Oh, no.
lots of tears were shed.
Yeah.
And then we miraculously got them back, and now we're gonna release volume 2.
Wow,
later.
it's not often that you hear a technital disaster
Yeah.
come all the way back around.
You paid a fee to get it fixed.
Okay, understood.
But it's still a
for sure.
miracle.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
It was a costly miracle.
Well, we'll have to all keep our ears peeled for that, and I assume an eventual volume 3. I don't know why I assumed that actually.
Well, I mean,
Volumes
because
don't have to
everything-
be more than 2.
The thirds. The
Yeah.
thirds are a nice thing.
I-
And, I thought about it, but also, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to, that's a secret. That's a secret. That's going to stay a secret.
Okay. That's fair. We'll let you keep some secrets.
I'm going to keep some secrets, and then kabam, they'll be there, and you won't even know.
Oh, but we'll love it, I'm
You'll
sure.
love it.
Yep. All the more for it being a secret. Okay, what's this last song?
This last song is called Callings. Why was that so funny to me? And this was a song that I specifically wrote for my old band, Jazz Boyfriends. And
Great name.
I know. It was a great band. And we were me and my friend Julia McGarity, we were in grad school together, and we decided we wanted to form this band. And being a teacher in grad school, you have no business trying to write songs because you have no time.
Right.
But this was the one that I decided to write a song for in grad school, and it was about really finding your passions and just going for it, even when you're feeling low, even when you're feeling like you don't deserve it, it's still yours. So this is that song, Callings.
Incredible. All right, I'm excited to hear.
it's calling, calling me. Oh, it's calling me. Oh, it's calling me. Yes. Oh, it's calling me. Oh, it's calling me. Oh, it's calling. Oh, it's calling. It's calling me.
Wonderful. It always feels odd to end without a round of applause, but it's also silly if it's just me clapping. There's no right answer. It's been such a pleasure to meet all of you and spend this time together. Thank you so much for squeezing us into your busy schedule, coming out to Southwest and doing this with all of us. We really deeply appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. This was super
Absolutely. Oh, thank you.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and always just I love hearing music that I love in this setting and getting to see the pieces come together. So yeah,
Thank you.
of course.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for sharing it with us. That's all we've got for today. This has been Stumpgrown. This episode was recorded, produced, and mixed by Noah Penwell at DB Nations, with sound engineering by Max Simon, videography by Maggie Zaleski, and photography by Alahn Ek. I've been your host, Caroline Drew. Thanks so much for watching and listening.